What's up, metalheads? I'm Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. To all you new subs, welcome. I appreciate you guys subscribing, and I'm gonna keep pumping out lots of very cool content for you guys to check out, especially if you're into knives. And to all my OG subs, love all you guys, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for your support. And today I got another knife overview for you, and this is a knife that will be in the upcoming knife sale. That knife sale will go live on Patreon on September the 2nd at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then 24 hours later it will go live on YouTube to everyone else. So if you're interested in becoming a patron, there's a link in the description below. Click on that link, it'll take you in there, show you the 3 different tiers and what you get with each tier, but all patrons get the 24-hour early access to the knife sales. I got you a sip of my water, sorry guys. Body armor today, infused with caffeinated Mio, strawberry pineapple flavor. Good stuff. All right, this video is about the Kizer Delorme. I think I'm pronouncing that right. This is a Justin Lundquist design, and this is the best top flipper I've ever felt. Plain and simple. This is another one of those knives. I'm gonna say it, but it probably won't happen. I might buy this one myself because I like it so much. It's the stupidest, easiest. When I say stupid, it's stupid easy to deploy that blade. I mean, a lot of times with top flippers, I will struggle, and a lot of times I won't even do it because I drop the knives. I have a hard time holding it and top flipping it. Not with this one. And this thing is a guillotine. It's a straight guillotine. I mean, I'm not even vertical. Watch this. Straight guillotine. No blade play at all. Locked up solid. Perfectly centered. And it is a guillotine. This thing is stupid good. Just stupid good. Love the Wharncliffe blade shape. Have no idea why there's a fuller on there, because you cannot get to that fuller. I think it's just for aesthetics, I guess. Honestly, I wish they would have left the fuller and the swedge off and just done a full flat grind all the way up the blade. Or shit, even better, just get rid of all of it and do a hollow grind on it. But yeah, I ain't complaining. It ain't bad, don't get me wrong. I just yeah, it has to just be aesthetics, because you can't grab it. It's flush with the handle. Great little gentleman's carry knife. Love the shape of it. Slips in and out of the pocket perfectly. Milled titanium pocket clip. G10 scales. I like the gray accents they've done in the G10. Looks really good. Matches the pocket clip. So I think they did a really good job on the aesthetics. I'm just talking crap about that fuller just because it doesn't make sense, but it's not going to be in the way. As thin as this blade is, it's not going to make a difference. So give you the specs on this knife real quick. And this does come, just so you know, if you're interested in buying it. I don't normally do this with knife overviews, but since it's one that's going to be in the sale, it's new too, by the way. Comes with all your Kizer goodies, extra hardware, your wipe, all that paperwork, and the pouch. So, and Craig keeps the dry packs decusant. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe it says on there. Desiccant. Yeah, I was pronouncing it right. Packs in all of his knives, so keeps them from rusting anyway. But yeah, extra hardware, all the good stuff. So go ahead and show you that, and then I'll get this out of the way here. This is it. It's in one of Kizer's premium boxes, even though it is just G10. But this is a 20 CV blade on this knife. So as you can see there, if that will show up. 20 CV blade still. There's a Justin Lundquist maker's mark, and then the name of the knife there, Delorme, I think is how you pronounce it. This thing is razor sharp too. It's a razor blade, it really is. As far as like utility cuts or just your everyday carry, opening packages, I mean, this thing's going to be a beast for that sort of thing. This is definitely not a hard use knife. It's not meant to be as a hard use knife. It's lightweight. Give you the specs real quick. All right, overall length on this knife is only 6.75 inches. Blade length is 2.875 inches. So if you're in one of those crazy commie states, you'll be all right. Blade width is only 0.6 inches. Blade thickness is only 120 thousandths. CPM 20 CV blade steel, Wharncliffe blade, flat ground, stonewash finish. Handle length 3.875 inches. Handle width is 0.8 inches. Handle thickness is 0.48 inches, so just under a half an inch. G10 handles, stainless steel liners, and yeah, and those are milled out to keep the weight down. If I can get that to show up for you, you can see those holes drilled into the liners in there for weight reduction. This thing's very lightweight. Just disappears into your pocket. Black G10 on this one. I think they made a green version of this too, but don't quote me on that. 2.16 ounces, super lightweight, especially, you know, two ounces for nearly 3-inch blade. I mean, what more can you ask for, right? It is right hand tip up only, so no lefty love on this one. But yeah, with it being a liner lock, lefties could still pull this off. I'm not going to try it because of my injury. Sneak peek. It looks worse than it is, so it's healing up. That's just what it looks like as it heals. So, and if you're new here and don't know what that is, that's not a knife-related injury. I picked a fight with a belt sander and the belt sander won. Don't fight a belt sander. Trust me. I 100% guarantee you will lose that fight. And if you're lucky, you won't lose a finger. If you're unlucky, you might actually lose a finger. I was lucky, so. The lock bar access on this thing is fantastic. It is cut out a little bit there on the show side, as you can see, and it's buttery smooth. Just buttery smooth. Everything about this knife is buttery smooth. The drop, it's literally a guillotine. I'm not even vertical, right? I'm at an angle right now, and it's a guillotine. The jimping done on this top flipper is perfection. And I'm not exaggerating. It is literally perfection. It's the best jimping you can do on a front flipper, or in this case, a top flipper. Now, you see me doing it from the top like this, right? It's my favorite way to do this one. But you can also do the, when you're not under camera, you can do the thumb roll. You can also do the knuckle roll. That's probably my second favorite. The thumb, because of the placement of this, it's not really meant to be like a regular front flipper. It's a top flipper. Thumb's a little bit trickier for me. I don't think it's really meant to do the thumb, but you can do it. If I practiced with it, I'm sure I'd be fine with it. But I was so shocked when I picked this up for the first time and did this, and the first try, it was like, wow, it works. Because I've got other knives, I struggle to do that, especially when you gotta kind of reach around and get it. I struggle and drop knives doing that. So, but this one is just so good. Knocked it out of the park with this thing, man. Most all of Justin's designs look similar to this shape. The ergos on it, although it doesn't, you know, have like any fancy like places to land your fingers or anything, it's very neutral and just very, very comfortable, very ergonomic. Medium-sized glove hand, you see how, so a large hand I think you get on there, especially if I choke up. Large hand could probably work on this. Get much bigger than that, you may struggle. Once you reach this point here, that's where your finger's gonna want to drop off, and I think it's probably gonna be uncomfortable. But for my size hand, this thing's perfect. And this is would this be considered a secondary or a primary? I would probably carry this as a primary. I mean, and that's what I was talking about dropping it. I'd probably consider this a primary because I can't really fit this in my fifth pocket. It'll go in my fifth pocket, but you know, only about half the pocket clip gets in there. So this would be a primary carry probably, or it could be a secondary with a regular, you know, another smaller knife, like say this with maybe a bug out. Be a good pairing, right? Both lightweight. Two of these knives combined weigh less than a lot of my other knives. So yeah, I love this thing, guys. Let me give you some size comparisons real quick. Retail price on these is $120. That won't be the price in the knife sale. I gotta stop doing that before I damage something. It's this whole one-handed thing. There it is next to the bug out. The 80 20.5 here. So as you can see, it's a slender, small, great gentleman's carry knife. Gym shorts carry, so light. It's just gonna disappear in your pocket. Here's the Jimbo 2. Here's one I think would be a good comparison for it. Be the tactile rock wall, which probably got a little length on it, and it's a little thicker than the rock wall, but not by much. Those two are a very good comparison. I'd love to see a rock wall made with a Wharncliffe blade. That would be killer, 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 killer. How about the Vist variant PE? PE2 should be coming my way any day now. I'm waiting, still waiting. The Penguin. This would be a good pairing knife with it also. Good knife to pair up, carry together. Especially if you like Warnies. And I love a Warnie. Warnie and sheep's foot. That's my favorite blade shapes. How about a Spyderco pair 3? Pair 3 is just a little bit longer, not by too much though. What about the Picaroon Tools Mutineer? It's gonna be a good comparison there. Yeah, those are almost identical in length, although obviously the Delorme is much thinner, much more sleek. Here's another good one too. The Quiet Carry IQ. Be a good comparison knife. Very, very similar in size, although the IQ is quite a bit thinner. What else we got here? Let's do the Monterey Bay Knives Slayback, another good comparison knife. And how about the Monterey Bay Knives EWC, another good comparison knife. Very similar in length anyway. Closer to thickness in the slayback. The EWC is pretty thin. I got another one here that would be a good comparison too. The Mini Bettlager, Kizer Mini Bettlager, another Kizer. So yeah, those are good comparisons. I got another Kizer here, one of mine actually, that will be in the knife cell. Actually, a couple here. Only one of these will be in the knife cell. I'll show you the one that's not in the knife cell first. The Kizer Feist, another very good comparison. How about this one will be in the knife cell, the Kizer Urban Bowie. Actually, it's got quite a bit of length on the Urban Bowie. What else we got over here? Let's do the Kizer Mini Sheepdog. There will be one of these just like this in the knife cell also. This is the one from, this is called the X-Ray Special Edition, made by Raylight and Kizer. This one has a removable flipper tab. This one's mine. This one will not be in the cell, but I have another new one in the box down there that will be in the cell, which I won't be doing an overview of, but it comes in the box. It's brand new, so go throw that out there. So all three of these knives you were looking at right here will be in the cell, although the one that's in the cell is not this one. It's new and still has the flipper tab on it, so which is pretty cool with this one, that you can take the flipper tab off. And these are just ridiculously good knives right here. Well, this one will be in the cell. This one is mine. The Kizer full-size Sheepdog Raylight Special Edition. A little big for me, so I'm gonna keep my mini and sell the full size. Basically brand new. I do have the flipper tab, still the box, everything, brand new. I'll put the flipper tab back on it before the sell. Cool thing about these, you don't have to disassemble the knife to put the flipper tab on or take it off, because you got the hole there. Downside to that is you got the hole there and you see it, but I don't really care about that hole, so yeah. I think that'll give you a good idea of the size of the Delorme, and preview a few knives for you that will be in the cell along with the Delorme. I got some more Kizers down here that I will be doing some videos of. Actually, it'll probably be my next video. It'll be a couple more Kizers. Next couple will be a couple more Kizers that are going to be in the knife cell. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about this, comment below, or DM me on Instagram if you're interested in buying it. Patrons will get early access to all these knives, and the spreadsheet with all the pricing will be put up on Patreon in the next week, probably sometime within the next week. At least give you guys a week to two, you know, to where you can see the pricing and prepare and to decide if it's something that you're going to want to buy or not. So if you're not a patron, please consider joining Patreon. We're going to do these sales often. These are not all my knives. If you're new here, the way this works is patrons can also send their knives in for the next knife sale. So you know, you can there's lots of perks, so at least go check it out. It's linked down below. My Patreon is. Go check it out. And you may, if you plan on buying knives, and you know, there's a lot of very cool knives. I got 4 brand new Benchmades I got to make videos on. Just all kinds of stuff I got to make videos on. I won't be able to make videos on all the knives before the knife sale, but I will make videos on as many as I can before the knife sale. So yeah. Like those 2 Monterey Bay knives you saw earlier, the Slayback and the EWC, both of those will be in the knife sale, brand new, come in their pouches, all that good stuff. And this Quiet Carry IQ, although this is one that I would really like to buy myself, that LMAX still, man, forget about it rusting on this thing. This thing's just gonna last forever. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Everything will be linked down below. If you got questions about this one or any of the knives I just mentioned, you can comment below or DM me on Instagram. If you are a patron and you message me on Patreon, unfortunately Patreon's notification and messaging system sucks balls. So it will be like 3 days later it'll send a notification out. I don't know what's going on with Patreon and their messaging and notification system, but it literally sucks a hairy ball sack. So you're better off emailing me at bladesandedc@gmail.com, commenting below this video, and the best way is to DM me on Instagram. But if you're not on Instagram, just I'll link my Instagram below also. But if you're not on Instagram, email me or comment below this video. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button for me, and I will see you guys on the next one.